टेक्नोलॉजी का जो इन्वॉल्वमेंट हुआ है, जैसे आपने बोला कि होस्टबुक इज पायनियरिंग इन दिस फील्ड, उसी पैरेलल्स में एप्लीकेशन आने के बाद क्या चेंजेस हुआ है एंड व्हाट आर द पेन पॉइंट्स व्हिच आर गेटिंग एलिमिनेटेड?
They cannot do even zero error on vendor management because they don't need to type the vendor information.
Welcome to HostBooks, a series of podcasts where we will discuss how business management approach or a ERP adds value to the business. Also in this series, we will discuss different industry, how industries are being treating the or adapting to the new business ecosystem and the dynamics of the business. So Dr. Livingston heads the HORECA vertical of HostBooks. Also, he handles the global business for HostBooks. So, I'll stick the questions which are related to your focused industry. हम ये सब देख रहे हैं कि इंडिया में हॉस्पिटैलिटी बिजनेस जो है एक बहुत बड़ा इंडस्ट्री होके आ रहा है। अगर आप देखोगे जीडीपी के हिसाब से और आप देखोगे कि आज इंडस्ट्री एक्युलेट्स जो होता है तो उसमें हॉस्पिटैलिटी हैज बीन गेनिंग अ सिग्निफिकेंट रोल। आपके हिसाब से क्या क्या अभी पेरिनियल चैलेंजेस इस इंडस्ट्री में है एंड हाउ यू थिंक, सो लेट्स पुट you yourself as a GM or a finance director of a hotel, how do you think that a product or a solution can help the business to improvise the operations and growth of the business?
Great. Thank you so much, sir. So first, before I talk about a technology on hospitality industry, I want to talk scenario of hospitality industry. Before online travel agency came into picture, the hospitality never worried about technology as a part of their game.
Online travel agency का जो definition क्या
I can give you example of Make My Trip, Yatra, GoIBO, all those people are online travel agents.
Okay, all the OTAs.
All the OTAs. Before they came into picture, the hospitality industry focused more on corporate as well as direct walk-in customer.
Okay.
So they never worried about online can create a revolution in the technology for their business. When Make My Trip Yatra came into picture, initially they begged for rooms to put it in their online agencies, travel agency. Then they started dominating it. In India, comparing to other country, online travel agency brings 60% of business what hoteliers are getting it every day.
So why this is happening?
That is because India never focused on technology before online travel agency. When online travel agency create a mobile application.
नहीं, मेरा ये पूछने का मतलब ये था कि इंडिया में ऑनलाइन ट्रैवल बुकिंग का इंक्रीमेंट जो हो रहा है क्यों हो रहा है, क्यों ग्रोथ है?
So I'll tell you example. I have 30 rooms and I want to sell my 30 rooms to a business, and every day 30 rooms are going to be fresh, 30 rooms are going to be there. I need to sell it to corporate or I need to sell it to my direct bookings. Where online travel agency comes, the new millennial people want to use it everything in a very handy. That time that revolution creates, okay, everybody want to book it from their mobile. The booking has drastically increased. Online travel agency got huge investment from a market. They spend more money on marketing. Then they understand that, okay, digital can help me to increase my business. That is the first time the industry started focusing on investing money into a technology. Because PMS is the one product where they do check-in, check-out, reservation and all those terms. They do it even in the ledger books also.
Okay.
When OTA came into picture, they need to give a real-time inventory to all the OTAs. Otherwise, overbooking will come. For that, they need a technology. Then they decided thinking about, okay, I want to invest it on technology. That is where the first revolution happened. In hospitality industry started focusing on technology. Second revolution happens on COVID time. Because COVID time, one of the most impacted industry is hospitality industry. So they think that how I can overcome with that. I need to create a contactless parameters. So contactless parameters in the sense how technology can help me to create a contactless. So can I do a contactless check-in? Can I do a contactless checkout? and my key card can be so effective to do a contactless check-in. All those parameters they started thinking about. There is a second revolution came into picture. Now, earlier hotel is an orthodox business. Now hotel is a corporate business. That changes of corporate business, they want to understand data to be significantly used. So when I had an interaction with one of the hotel groups, he said, I am using my data to analyze it every day, early morning, who are all booking around 5:30 to 6 o'clock. They are 80% of people are extending one more day extra. This analytical helped them to easily raising the pricing and all.
So this helped them to create the day bookings.
Yes. So they understand how data is important, how I can use my data for a decision making. This is where technology came into picture. This is where people are now thinking about how I can utilize my data for the process. And second, the hotels are not everything is owned by the master franchisee. They have franchisee hotel, they have owned hotel. When they have both, they want to work it out of both MIS reporting. The traditional software cannot give a consolidated MIS report, where the latest technology can help them on seamlessly integrated. The hotels are one is in Mumbai, one is in Bangalore, one is in Delhi. They want to have an integrative solution to understand next day morning, how is my booked revenue, how is my revenue, how is my procurement is happening, how is my F&B is working, how is my cost of food happening. Everything they want to see it in a single dashboard, which technology help them now. So traditional softwares are now replaced by new technology companies like HostBooks.
We all have seen the fancy or the beautiful side of the hotel, the front office, the way they are reception happen. But हमारे में से बहुत सारे लोगों ने जो बैक ऑफिस का जो पेन होता है, बैक साइड का पेन है, किसी को पता भी नहीं हो
करेक्ट
कि उसमें ऑपरेशन क्या होता है, हाउ मेटल मैनेजमेंट हैपेंस, आपने जो बुकिंग किया उसका टैक्स या कंप्लायंस कैसे होता है, हाउ योर टैक्सी एग्रीगेटर बुकिंग होता है, OTA का रिफंड कैसे होता है, बहुत सारे कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज होता है. सो उस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज में आपके हिसाब से आप बताइए कि टेक्नोलॉजी का जो इन्वॉल्वमेंट हुआ है, जैसे आपने बोला कि होस्टबुक इज पायनियरिंग इन दिस फील्ड, तो होस्टबुक आने के बाद या कोई भी उसी पैरेलल्स में एप्लीकेशन आने के बाद क्या चेंजेस हुआ है, एंड व्हाट आर द पेन पॉइंट्स व्हिच आर गेटिंग एलिमिनेटेड?
Or almost 80% of the hotel before COVID, they focused only on the revenue part of it. They never worried about their back office. They believe that their distribution or procurement can have handled easily because that is not their revenue leakage area. The revenue leakage area is the front-end solution because that is where revenue is coming. After COVID, they understood that every money which is going out has to be calculated well mannered because that is where they will be able to earn more revenue out of it. That is where they were thinking about how to make it on back office operation more efficiently. I want to buy liquor, I want to buy my food raw materials, which is going to a warehouse. The warehouse has to distribute it to 5-6 elements. Hotel is not only the room. The F&B is a very big expenses, very good revenue which is coming, but the expenses is high. Banquet is a very good revenue, it is coming, but the expenses is high.
How you know these are the burners?
Burners. So they want to have a handle here. How? So a la carte menu can be created and costing can be created with the bill of material. Buffet system. They may have a buffet system at the rate of 100 and 1,000 rupees. How the costing is working, it's a critical parameter for them. So for them, they need to sit and work it out the bomb in such a way that, and they buy chicken 100 kg as a full chicken. They need to create a butchery management to making sure that how the leg pieces are going, how the drumsticks are created, how the chest pieces are created. This is a parameter they are now focusing on it. So seamless experience with the workflow on procurement, inventory, and which is going to the outlet level. And you will not believe, rather than the corporate, now hotels are started talking about profit center and cost center. That's what I said, hotels are emerging as a corporate. They started creating admin as a profit center and cost center and outlet as a profit center and cost center. So that whatever consumption happening, individually they are doing a P&L. Outlet level P&L they are doing it. Where the technology can help them on automated. Otherwise they need to put another 20 resources to do the optimization, manually doing it. So now technology is helping them to optimize the resource as well as the ROI. That is where people are coming out from a low cost so-called financial solution to a supply chain management, ERPs to optimize their expenses.
So, Livingston, by your effort and team's effort, all our effort, बहुत सारे अच्छे ब्रांड्स होस्टबुक के साथ काम करते हैं। नेमगी रॉयल एनफील्ड काम करता है, डेल्टिन काम करता है, देन इंडी होटल काम करता है, आउजा रेसिडेंसी काम करता है, फर्न इज देयर, ऑल्सो देयर quite few good F&B chains also, like Sagar Ratna, then Mithas, then आपका हरीलाल, ये सब लोग आपके साथ काम करते हैं या हमारे साथ काम करते हैं। तो आप कोई एक केस को लीजिए, कोई एक एग्जांपल लीजिए, क्योंकि डेल्टिन का implementation has been one of the remarkable thing which you have done in past. I think one of the complex ecosystem they have created, and the way they have evolved as a business solution is fantastic, and thanks to them and hats up to them how they're managing their business. Each penny is being spent is monitored, each penny is being spent is being analyzed also. So आपके हिसाब से अगर आप 2-4 नाम लेके बोलोगे भाई ये जो इंडस्ट्री है, ये जो बिजनेस है, या ROHL को लेते हैं या किसी को लेते हैं, ये प्रोडक्ट होस्टबुक का अडॉप्ट किया, इसको क्या बेनिफिट हुआ और हाउ वी क्रिएटेड अ रिपल इफेक्ट। हमें एक होटल मिला था जो मुझे ध्यान है, असम का एक होटल मिला था। नाउ वी आर ऑलमोस्ट प्रेजेंट इन ऑल 126 होटल्स। ऑल्सो वी आर गेटिंग मल्टीपल थिंग्स टू बी मैनेज्ड फॉर देम। सो आपके हिसाब से क्या आपने वैल्यू ऐड किया टू देयर लाइफ, और क्या एक मेजर पेन पॉइंट को आपने हैंडल किया कि ये पॉसिबल हो? क्योंकि बहुत सारे पेन पॉइंट है, प्रॉब्ली हर पेन पॉइंट को आप एड्रेस करोगे तो वुड नॉट बी दैट सिग्निफिकेंट, बट कौन सा ऐसे पेन पॉइंट था जिसको आपने हैंडल किया है?
Okay. In hotels, when you specifically take it at ROHL, Royal Orchid Hotels, they are a public limited company, so they are answerable on revenue. Every time it is auditable, and it has to go there also. Second thing is they were started using multiple product. They are failed. They are trying to learn the experience.
So क्या प्रोडक्ट यूज कर सकते हैं?
I'll tell you. They were using IDS for 22 years.
IDS for the PMS.
PMS also, back office also. Okay. And then they started implementing.
कुछ जगह पे टैली भी था बैक ऑफिस में.
Back office tally is only 20%. IDS is the major stuff. And second is they started implementing a high-end product called Oracle NetSuite.
That is for material management.
Full-fledged material management, purchase and finance also.
Absolutely.
They failed.
Compliance was clear tax.
Yeah. Complaints was clear tax.
TDS was managed by Computex.
Yeah. So all those parameters are multiple dimension. Although they failed, I'll tell you how they failed also. Because that is a lesson which we learn.
मतलब 7 different application use करते थे.
Correct. First, let me talk about IDS. IDS has a strong backend system. IDS is a 25-year-old technology which is running successfully in hotels, more than 3,000, 4,000 hotels as a front-ending solution. But IDS backend solution is not successful only because they are not a backend automated system. Point number one, they are not a process-oriented automation system. Second, they are not an integrated corporate management system. They are individual property can run. As an integrated, they are not successful. When it is coming to Oracle, as I explained earlier, hotel has 2 parameters. One is they own their own hotels. Let it be Royal Orchid. Royal Orchid own almost 20 to 30 hotels. Balance hotels are franchisees, leased, and all those stuff. When it is franchisee, they need to create a MAS report every month, saying that this is a revenue, this is my profit share, these are all the expenses I did, these are all the expenses you did, this is a invoice I'm raising it, you need to release the payment. Their own property, it has to run a P&L. So this 2 differentiation has to be adopted in single technology. So that architecture is not available.
तो Excel में हो सकता है.
Sir, if they want to do it in Excel, they can do it in Excel in all the obvious. Even one customer asks me everything. I'm using it, Tally very well. I'm very much comfortable in Tally. I said, when you are there in different places, you want to know the report, how you are asking. I'm calling my accountant is extracting a report and giving it to you in Excel.
बस बिल तो जाता है.
Sir, if you want to do it in Excel, then what is a parameter of quality, validation, and data security? If you are typing it 1,000 rupees, if I put 1 0 extra, the entire balance sheet is gone, right?
मतलब आपके हिसाब से डिपेंडेंसी or
Manual
entity?
dependency.
Both are missing.
Always manual dependency. Create manual error. We can't individually point out the person he has done a mistake. It is our as organization mistake. They put a manual process helping this. And ROHL still they are doing it. Manual Excel report. Although they invested 1.2 crore rupees on Oracle NetSuite.
But they were doing, not now doing.
Not now. That is only because when we enter into the picture, we understand the industry pain. We are able to formulate. So I'll tell you clear case study on HostBooks. HostBook has a architectural difference comparing to other solutions. HostBook can work single organization multi-branch also and multi-organization into a single login also. This parameters is very useful for the administrative purpose. And HostBook can create a cluster. HostBook can create a division and divisional balance sheet can be created. South division was had to be one VP. He can just his balance sheet and his profit and loss account. And another zone is happening from West guy. West guy can see his properties, his own zonal. The cluster concept is working in hotels. The cluster concept is replicated into my technology. So whatever they need, I am flexible to adopt it and I have a capability to showcase to them. Simple example. They want to have a centralized procurement and individual property procurement and centralized procurement. If you calculate a man-hour costing as well as the cost of the goods, which will give drastically difference. If I want to buy 10 towel each and every property, 1000 towel in central, which creates a lot of impact. And the guys are ready to distribute it into all the outlets directly. Centralized procurement can be handled by system effectively. That is what making them getting ROI.
तो to cut it sir, आपके हिसाब से ROHL का अगर मैं नंबर टर्म्स में जाऊंगा, what percentage of प्रॉफिट और आप क्या बोल सकते हो कितने परसेंटेज बॉटम लाइन पे ऐड होगा 1 2 3 4 5 7 कुछ?
So I'll tell you sir, at least 15 to 20% immediate effect it is created. Now when we
तो आपने रेवेन्यू लीकेज में बंद किया, बट अगर मैं प्रॉफिट ऐड करने के लिए बोलूँ तो कितना परसेंटेज उसका?
Sir, I'll tell you simple way. CMD Mr. Balji can log in a system. He can see his MIS report today morning, and every day morning he is getting MIS report around 3 o'clock in the evening for yesterday's revenue. Now 10 o'clock he will be able to log in and he will be able to see. That is the changes which we created, and he doesn't need to depend on anybody, and that creates decision making so quickly, which creates in uplifting the revenue. We will be able to uplift in long term 30 to 40%. Resource optimization, ARR. Because the BA tool what we are building it, their budgeting as well as their expenses are coming in a dashboard for them, and every month on month, day to day, year to date, everything is available in the dashboard, which is available. The informal decision can happen in easily. Right now, they need to ask, somebody has to do that work, somebody has to give the MIS report, then the data has come up. And our BA tool can help them on totally in dashboards. Vendor management. They cannot do even zero error on vendor management because they don't need to type the vendor information. And I can tell you in ideas, 100 Make My Trips accounts are there. MMTA, Make My Trip, Make Trip, all those vendors are created. Application. When I type the GST number, if it is already available, it will show. It will go to GST site and it will pull over all the information. I'll be able to see vendor is valid or not. Vendor is frequently exactly paying the GST or not. All vendor information will come back to my system. So creating a vendor master is just a 3 minutes job. And existing data. My system has an engine of Excel import engine, which will be easily accepted the existing data, whatever parameters you have it. That is important for hoteliers, and we will be able to easily capture that.
So, एक last question है. Do you see that in terms of manpower costing, which is the significant cost, back office में अगर जाओगे आप किसी भी होटल में 40% of back office का जो manpower cost आता है that comes in account finance operation department. आपके हिसाब से कितने manpower reduction हुए होंगे average एक property में और उसके percentage के हिसाब से लोगे?
So I'll tell you, sir. I'll give you a real-time scenario. There is a hotel, I don't want to mention the name. They are 12 people only in finance department to do the Ali and PMS company working together as the data entry and all those.
Revenue audit.
Yes, after we implemented that, only 4 people are doing the entries.
So इसका मतलब 60%
Yes. Yes.
सेव किया आपने.
Because GST complaints, somebody is doing a manual entry and they are handling the daily accounting, revenue posting is happening. Then they are doing the voucher entry and all those steps manual. Now everything is integrated with PMS. They don't need to do the revenue entry. Wind up happens, only validation has to happen. Validation can happen every day. Now even they don't need to create a master entry from a PMS. Whatever new P2P accounts are created, automatically it will synchronize. So drastically the manpower is reduced.
So मोटा मोटी आपने ये बोला कि there are multiple things जो reiterate होता था have been now kind of automated or they're saving significant time as well as resource in terms of the hotel profitability, which are adding to the hotel profitability.
I can tell you one more thing also. In Royal Arcade, individual account manager. Now they are thinking that they want to create a structural accounting form. So rather than have an individual property, 6 property, 7 property can be handled by one accountant.
And thank you, Livingston. I just saw the accolades from the accolade mail got today from one of the marquee hotel. And thank you for that, all your efforts and team's effort.
Thank you.
So we'll have the second podcast on the F&B side.
Yes.
Which will come soon. We're looking forward to interact with you then.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.